the video is actually good. I know a lot of his mindless haters are gonna want me to just tear shit into him for the video, right? But I'm gonna give him some credit for this. There's edits and filters and cuts and background music. It's an actual video. It's not just a clip that he's recorded and then uploaded. Well done. I like the way the best video on your channel is the one about me. Well, I don't know if he's taken it down or not. I downloaded it just to keep it safe. Because of the effort you went through for this video, I can excuse the KindMaster watermark in the corner of the video. Now, this video actually changed a little bit of how I see the boy. Wasn't expecting that. I actually gained a little bit of respect for him. We'll get on that in a minute. Everybody wants to know why I messaged Chihiro, and I will explain all of that to you in just a moment. I've learned a lot about Danny Boy since I've started making these videos, and one thing I have learned is there is actually nothing in his life apart from his YouTube channel. That's pretty much the only thing in his life. He doesn't have a career, he doesn't have loved ones, or friends, or hobbies outside of, what is it he does? Rainbow Six? So of course he's going to try and use his numbers to flex, because that's all he has, right? So, okay, fair enough, I'll accept that. Congratulations, you have more numbers than I do. I have so many different things that I do. The only comment that anybody's ever said that's actually got under my skin was when I entered his Discord to try and talk to him, or try and get him to call me. And while I was there, somebody said, Danny puts in 1/8 of the effort you do in his videos and still has more subs. Because it's true, his videos are usually, apart from this one, his videos are usually 20-minute unedited clips of him talking butted together. In his previous video about me, that he deleted, which is annoying because I can't reference it, he had his editing software in the background on his computer screen, and it was literally just clips 1 to 5 butted together with no editing done to them. Sure.
Because I don't like this guy, and I know that by talking about him, making a video about him, it's just going to bring attention to him, and he has a small YouTube channel, and he would probably celebrate if he started gaining subs because of me.
Apart from when your viewers come over to me, almost all of my comments are good. We probably have very similar follower bases of people that like us, right? Because almost everybody that watches you doesn't like you. Understand that. Almost everybody watching you doesn't like you. I've seen your stream chat sections and I've seen your comment sections, mate. Come on. Stop playing as if your numbers make you a big boy.
Can't ignore him anymore, and I have to put my foot down and tell him what's what.
I have to put my foot down and tell him what's what in this video. Oh, mate. You're the least intimidating person that I've ever had conflict with, and it's so funny.
And he made a video, got around 10k views, where he called me a liar, a cheat and a coward. And I still find it kind of ironic that he was calling me out for being a liar, a cheater and a coward when he's defending Tomoko, who's also a liar, a cheater and a coward.
Right, so soon after I made that video, which I wish I didn't now, because it was very poorly done. I didn't know enough about the boy before I made the video, which I should have done a bit more research on him to know a little bit more about what I was talking about. I didn't realise both him and the person he's married to are both rats. I didn't know any of that. But anyway, after that I called Tomoko and I said, look, and I'm going to ask you some questions and you're going to answer them all truthfully. I've already said this before publicly as well. She is a liar, yes. She'd also lied to me, but she's not a cheat because she never got married. She told people she was married because she was ashamed of never wedding and being the age that she is. A coward, yeah, probably because of the liar part, but something about him just won't change his mind. It's like Asperger's or something. His mind won't change.
Me and my wife had a massive argument. Thank you very much, Kanaito. Hope you're proud of yourself. I hope you're proud about the fact that you nearly caused a married couple to split up.
I probably would have been a little bit happier about it if something actually changed, but it didn't. Also, I like the way he keeps calling her his wife when they just wed for a visa. The countless videos he makes criticising and ripping apart his wife. I don't even want to call her his wife. You make it so obvious that you're just with her for the visa. Stop calling her your wife.
But around that time, unfortunately, my dad got ill.
You made 4 videos milking that. It's disgusting, isn't it?
She doesn't want to get messages from weirdos on the internet, but there's some weirdos who have found a way to find private Facebook pages.
Yeah, it actually did scare me a little bit when I received an email from some random person saying, yo, here's Chihiro's Facebook page, go crazy. And my reply to him was, yeah, don't do that. Don't be sending that to people. But then it sat there in front of me for a few days, and I thought I have this opportunity to actually ask her personally some questions, and I ended up taking the bait. So a boy that doesn't edit any of his videos decides to make a video about me. He edits some of the video, which is nice, but here he decides to censor my actual name. And I actually respect that very much. I'm not going to show the messages myself in my video, because I did say to her that I promised I wasn't going to, and I'm going to stay true to that. But the fact that he censored my name makes me respect him quite that bit more. Like, I spent a long time going through my Facebook, making as many posts as I could as friends only, because when I first started messaging her, I knew that he was going to know. Of course he was going to know. Of course he was going to know. So I started doing this to protect myself, and then in the end he censors my name. So thank you for censoring my name.
So those were the messages he was sending to my wife. I know it's all in Japanese and I'm too lazy to translate everything word for word. His Japanese isn't very good. Even my wife said she found it a little bit tricky to understand what he was saying. If you're going to message my wife, just message her in English. She understands English.
I don't know anything about the woman. Obviously I didn't know she could speak English. And at any point, if she didn't understand what I was saying, why didn't she just say, can you ask me in English? And then I would have switched to English. What you've got to remember is, I lived there for 2 years. I studied for about 6 months on my own before I went. And I haven't used it in over a year, really. I haven't used my Japanese in over a year. Of course my Japanese is going to be shit. Of course, you're acting as if it's another flex.
You don't have to message her in Japanese. Also, don't be surprised when I find out about it, because obviously she's going to tell me about it and she's going to show me the messages. And I have other things I'd rather be doing than sitting there translating his terrible Japanese. So basically, what he was saying was, he was trying to get dirt on me by asking my wife things like, is she okay with me making videos about our personal life, about her personal life? Do I make stuff up? Do I lie in my videos or in my streams? And he was just trying to find out negative things about me and see if she had anything juicy to talk about.
Danny mate, not everything is about you. So now I'll tell you the real reasons I was messaging her. And by the way, it wasn't in secret. I knew full well that she was going to tell you. I knew from the start. I was actually reading the messages, thinking to myself, is this something that some random Japanese woman I don't know would say? Or is this something Danny's gonna say, right? The entire time, you think I'm stupider than I am. So the real reason I caved and took the bait and messaged her was because of something Revenge Star actually said to me. She said in one of her older videos that me making the original video I did about him is going to be really shameful for her, and how it was terrible for me to post this because I'm going to be really disrespectful to Chihiro. And he doesn't even translate it, by the way, right? He doesn't even translate it. This is a message that I received from someone from Instagram who also understands Japanese, and thankfully could understand my extremely poor Japanese, and said that I wasn't saying anything malicious, I wasn't prying for information. The fucker's lied, right? He's lied. I won't show the message. You can watch his video for the messages, right? Because I'm not going to show them in my video because I've already promised her I won't. But I messaged her purely to ask her if she was alright with everything happening, right? Was she okay with publicising all of the drama that happens between him and whoever he comes in contact with? I was asking her if she was alright with it, because why on earth can I? Oh! He said in his stream that it was obvious that I was going to, even though I promised her, it was obvious I was going to just take the information she gives me and put it in a video. I wasn't prying for information. You can read the messages. Pause each screenshot of the messages and read them yourself, or ask someone who can read it, right?
And I don't really think that's very surprising. I mean, come on, she's my wife. She's not going to say anything bad about me.
Wives that are beaten in a relationship won't go to work and then say, I'm being beaten, I'm really sad, I don't like it. They're going to hide it. They're ashamed, they're embarrassed, they're scared. Of course I don't know, even if you're doing it, doesn't mean she's alright with it. Even if she says to you, oh yeah, I'm alright with it, doesn't mean she's alright with it. That's what I was trying to ask. I wasn't trying to pry on shit about you.
So this sad person, I don't know who it is, was watching my live stream, and he was watching the bit when I started talking about Konaito, and he recorded it and sent it to Konaito, because I know Konaito doesn't watch my live streams. As much as I don't like him, as much as I dislike the guy, he's not as sad as some of these losers who sit there for hours and hours watching my content when they don't like it or they don't like me.
That's almost all of your viewers though. Almost everybody hate watches you. What don't you understand? I'm thankful to the people that send me these clips so I can defend myself a little bit better. I've jumped into his live streams a few times and he just ignores me like a melt. So you want to talk shit about people and just get away with it? Is that genuinely what you want to do? You want to talk shit on people and just be allowed to do that? Why shouldn't the people you're talking shit about know about it? They should have a right to know about it. You should be able to say it to them.
I wasn't going to make a video about our messages, and Danny hasn't even watched my second one on him. I actually have watched the second video you made on me, it just wasn't very interesting. If I'm uploading videos about her and we're having massive arguments about it every time, then we wouldn't still be together. Obviously I talk to her about the videos I'm making before I upload them, and I make sure she's okay with me uploading them. I've explained this so many times before. And then he says, are you going to message me yourself, because I'm not playing piggy in the middle with your wife? You're the one who's messaging my wife in the first place. You could have messaged me. You know my Instagram, you know my Twitter, you know my... He kept trying to fight me. He kept trying to get me to meet up with him so we could do a boxing match. The guy just resorts to violence as soon as he can, instead of, you know, trying to use words.
I have messaged you everywhere. And you replied to me a little bit at first, but then, I don't know, melted and stopped. And originally I wasn't talking to her to get to you, right? And that time I was. But I don't want to play piggy in the middle with her to talk to you. Why don't you talk to me?
I have absolutely no interest in fighting him. It wouldn't be difficult for him at all to beat me up. I mean, look at my arms. Do you think I could beat anyone up with...
Why did you make the statement about boxing if apparently you watched my second video? It just wasn't very interesting. If you watched the second video, you wouldn't have needed to make the boxing statement, because I explained all of that in the second video that I made. And fuck off, mate, the second video was great. It explained everything perfectly. And it was actually in positive likes to dislikes ratio before you made this video, and then all of your little rats come over and just mass dislike as much as they can.
Stop making videos about me. It's just kind of sad that the only way you can get views is by putting my name into the title of your...
He tells me to stop making videos on him and leave him alone. Konaito, get lost. But mate, you talk about me all the time in your live streams. Well, not all the time, but if you put my videos back to back and your live streams back to back, you've spoken about me a lot more than I've spoken about you, but you get away with it because you live stream and there's no evidence of your live streams apart from the videos people send to me.
And I don't know, maybe it's time to hit the books instead of the gym and start brushing up on your Japanese skills, because at your current level, you wouldn't even pass level 3 of the JLPT.
And yeah, actually I think you're right. It is time for me to hit the books instead of the gym. Well, I don't actually like muscle train gym. Maybe once a week if my friends are free. People like this will always exist right next to the wife beaters. It just so happens that this one has an audience. So you say that you caught me out because I was messaging her and she was showing you the messages, but I was planning for that. to happen. In fact, I was planning that one step higher and planning for you to be responding to me through her account. Therefore, you didn't actually catch me out in anything, you just underestimated me. And if there's another quote that I really like, because you guys really loved the quote in the last one, never overestimate yourself and never underestimate your opponent.